Okay, hi, it's me. I'm back. Howdy doody, y'all. What is that? What am I saying? Okay, I've made 3 videos. I made 3 videos, and they were kind of back to back. One was one day, and then or two was one day, and one was the next. And I go to play them back, to edit, to look at them, and they didn't have any sound. No sound. Okay, there's still a green light. I don't know if I need this green light on. I don't know what it indicates. I, I I've tested this before. I did this, started this, and it's working. Okay, so my last video, because I've done one and it did have sound. It was using these things. Uh, you maybe know I'm in Thailand right now, and I have a lot to say, I guess. And I still I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I still need to edit the first one, and I I don't want it to just be me in my room talking, but so maybe I'll have there might be random things happening over here. There should be, or on the other side, or I'll move my head. So, but something happened today, just now, and I figured let's start off with me, I guess, making fun of myself. Or, by the way, I also realized this. I'm not hearing myself right now in these. And I decided when I tested this out to hear myself back talking. Uh, they're my security. They're my security earbuds. What is this? They're my security earbuds, and so I'm keeping them in for myself. Okay, so I went to a coffee shop, as I do, especially here, and I was gonna just do some things on my laptop. Traveling. I think I have 1 month left, and I'm gonna try to extend it, and I should be able to. So I will potentially have 2 months, and then I will go back to America. And so I was in a coffee shop doing my thing, and okay. So first of all, I'm paranoid. I'm a paranoid person, and I think with autism, ADHD, ADHD, you how do I say you quickly can quickly develop a there's a certain word for this. It's not social anxiety. It's a rejection. Yeah, it's rejection sensitive dysphoria. That's a very big co-occurring thing that you might end up with if you're neurodiverse. Is fear of rejection. For me, first of all, it's not really a fear of rejection. It's just like that's probably going to happen. I'm going to get rejected. So it's not a fear. It's just like it's a reality. And but there is a little bit of like I do things to sort of subconsciously, unconsciously not get rejected. But because I'm weird and autistic, I end up or ADHD, I end up doing things anyways. All of this is to say I'm not really bringing up that right now exactly, but one thing that does happen for me that's kind of like I feel like it's a similar vibe to rejection sensitive dysphoria, which is a a paranoid feeling of other people don't like me and they're going to do something. So I've gone to this coffee shop. It's really great, 3 times now, And it's a really great space. I might put images here, video. And I took a bunch of pictures from a book. I've talked about this before in my videos that I don't have because I have no sound. But there's a book and they have there's some art and I took some pictures of it. So maybe I'll talk about that in the future. Just as something to talk about. Here's some art stuff that I've wandered into in Thailand, and I'm specifically right now in Chiang Mai, which is like digital nomad land, and it's way too many foreigners right now, and my head is getting hot. I'm only I wear this because I'm kind of insecure about my hair, but also because I'm kind of, like I could make my hair look good enough and be like, okay, it's good enough. I can, let me lean back. I can be okay with it, but then I just don't want to deal with that. And at this point, this has become like a signature look. Why am I looking over here? This has become a signature look for me. So I go in. I'm so sorry, ADHD. I go in. I order a Americano. It's the same woman that works there every time, and at least so far, she gets it for me. I go up because you go upstairs, open a sliding door, talk to her. Which the first time I did this, I was like, what? What do I do? I was like dissociating. I'm so weirded out, like because I can dissociate at a drop of a hat. I can feel like I can just get overwhelmed by stuff very quickly and very easily, and I have to like do certain things to not. So I walk up a flight of steps, open the sliding door. I say, "Hey, I Americano, hot. Thank you. Here's the money. Thank you." I leave, slide door. Then you go up another flight of steps, and then there's like the actual space, the area. And so I go there, I put my laptop down, and she comes, or I get my phone out, and I'm just looking at that for a second. And she comes and she puts down my Americano. And there's this amount of, like it's a cup, and there's this amount of free space and this amount of Americano. And I'm going, does this person hate me? Does this person hate me right now? Did I do something wrong? Is she like, fuck you, American? Like, what? Did I do something? Because this is like, but then I'm like, well, other places, they give you just a smaller cup, but that's kind of the same amount of, of coffee or Americano or whatever. And it's probably the correct amount. And she's, she's probably not upset with me. Maybe I stayed too long last time. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm just weird. The last time I said this in the video, but I switched seats right when she came up. And so she kind of had to follow me. And then I sat down and I felt like she kind of was like upset, but I don't think she was. I'm a paranoid, crazy person. Okay? So here's the thing. Okay, time goes on. I get up my laptop, I'm working, and my laptop runs out of battery pretty quickly. It's getting older. It's getting old, actually. It still does what I need it to do. I was really thinking about, I didn't want to, but I was thinking about buying a new one before Trump got into office because of all this stuff with tariffs. And this is before, guys, like, so I was over here when Trump took office. And in a weird way, I do think there's a part of me that was like, I have to go. I have to get out of here. I can't be here when this happens. And so I kind of like just bit the bullet and ran away. And I know that right now, probably, I assume, everyone's just going about their lives like normal in America. Because what else can you do, besides maybe watch the news and see what's happening? But your day to day, you're just living normal. And it's so crazy. Anyways, to get off of that, yeah, I thought about buying a laptop and I didn't. And I still feel like I'll need to um, within a couple years or a year with what I'm trying to do on my laptop and stuff. And at that point, how much more is it going to cost? So here's more of the story. My laptop's running out of battery, and I go to plug it in, and they've got a surge protector coming out of the wall. That's good. That's nice. It has extra um, places for people to plug in. And the first time I went to this coffee shop, I was like the only person there, and there were like two other people, and they were all Thai. I don't know if it was the weekend. I don't know what was going on, but I was like, oh wow. So I heard that maybe not very many people knew about this place, and the way you get to it, it's so you just walk in one door, you see nothing except stairs. It's easy to miss. And let me get water. It's weirdly I put sugar. I had extra sugar left in for my coffee, and I was like, because I sweat so much, and I don't know, I thought maybe I needed that sucrose or something. So brown sugar water. I don't know. I don't think I should have done that. It's kind of weird. So yeah, I thought a lot of people didn't know about this place, but apparently a lot of people do, and a lot of foreigners, and they're all there with their laptops and stuff like that. And an occasional, it's sort of half and half people that are just, yeah, whatever. So I go to plug in my laptop and I can't get the plug in there. Now, plugged into my computer right now. Okay, so these these two prongs, these two little guys were on this surge protector. I couldn't get them in. They were covered in the surge protector. Now the first time I came here, I had this thing. I bought this thing, this little adapter, which I thought I needed all the time for everything. And eventually I found out that I kind of didn't. And so I kind of stopped using it. I keep bringing it. And it did, in Vietnam one time, I really actually did need it. But the outlets fit. I don't, maybe I should be using that every time. I mean, I feel like I'm probably taking risks every time I plug my laptop in. But like I said, this surge protector, I couldn't get the thing in. And I had, because this is so small and everything, left it in my bag and stuff. But because I wasn't using it, I I took it out of my bag. And so I gave up. I was like, okay, I guess, I'll just be here until my laptop runs out. Maybe I can play around on my phone, and I'll just go somewhere else or whatever I'll do. And that's what I did. And eventually I kind of was like, well, I was getting into what I was doing, and I was like, I want to stay more. My laptop's going to run out of juice. Let me go ahead and pull the surge protector out of the outlet of the wall. And with the surge protector, it had writing on it. And I asked ChatGPT, what does this writing say? And it said something. Let's see if I can find. Oh, yeah. The writing on the power strip just says, please use this and return it to its place. Thank you. Yeah. So it didn't say. And I have the picture there too. Wow. So I can pull that off of ChatGPT or my phone or whatever. And so as you can see, you can't plug that in. But I assumed that if I had these round little dudes, that I could put it in, and then it pushes, so it would take this kind of plug. I hope. I'll try it again in the future. I do think I'll go back at some point. And so I take this out of the outlet. So I take the plug out. I put my plug in, and I'm trying to jam it in there like a fucking idiot. Don't try. And that's what I was doing with these two. I was like, I was trying to get it in. It's like, if I just push hard enough, like, hey, idiot. So stupid. Again, it's like my brain, I don't know, maybe it's an ADHD. My brain just says, I need to do this. And then I just okay. So eventually, here's the thing. As I'm trying to do this, eventually I realize, and I think I got a bit nervous until I tried to do it harder as part of the problem, because I realized the fan was starting there's two outlets. One was plugged into this power strip, and the other one was going to a fan. And as I'm trying to plug in my thing, the fan is going it goes and it starts going and it's like not going. And I start to panic, and I pull my thing out, and the fan's just it's slowing down to like the stop, and it stopped. And I'm like, oh shit, did I just do something? Have I just I can in my brain, I'm imagining worst case scenario of the whole building shutting down. I'm imagining like all the other power going to the other laptops and other people that are using things. I'm imagining that like not working anymore. And I'm just going like, oh shit. And I do the one thing, I try to plug the power strip back in, but I'm like trying it had, instead of two of these, it had a third one all round like this. I don't know if you can tell, so round. And I couldn't figure out which way. I'm like, trying to get it in there. I don't want anyone to see. I don't want anyone to notice. And I plug it back in finally, and I'm like, the fan's still off, and I go like, oh god, and I pull it out and I plug back in, and the fan starts going. And I'm going, oh fuck it, thank god. And then I'm like looking up, and I see this sticker, and I saw it before, but it was CCTV's watching. We got the CCTV watching you, and I'm going, oh my god. And the woman walks up to bring coffee, and I make eye contact with her. I'm like, oh my god. And I put my, at that point, I put my laptop back in my bag because I was like, I'm going to get out of here. I want to get out of here as quickly as possible. And, and, uh, and I stay with my phone just a little bit longer. And I drink my water. And then I get up and I leave. And I go down the stairs and past her and then go down the other flights because it kind of goes like this and then this. And as I get to the very bottom, she says, she has the door open and she's like stood there and she said, "Thank you." And she bowed to me. And I was just like, what is, and in my head, I'm going, oh no, she's just being polite. She's being polite. She didn't see anything. She didn't know. She's, one thing, and again, this is a weird thing about me being here that I've encountered a lot. I think in my rigidity, because I might be goofy at times on here, but maybe out in the world I'm a little bit more rigid. And anyways, I got down to the end of the steps and she bowed and said thank you. And I'm just like trying to, this is part of the thing with autism. If you mask enough, you begin to, like, I both take people at face value, but then I also have learned that normal neurotypical people don't always mean what they say, and they can say one thing and then they can mean something completely different. And my brain is always like, well, what are you doing right now? Are you saying something and meaning what you're saying, or are you like saying something and meaning something else? What are you doing? And I can't tell. And I think that's kind of a lot of where the paranoia comes from, is this constant uncertainty. Are people saying what they mean, meaning what they say, or are they doing some underhanded, like snide, like talking shit to you, to your face, but you can't call them out? In both, at both times, well, how do I say this? There's been many encounters that I've had that I have all the time here where I'm like kind of trying to go like, are you saying something? Are you saying something right now? And it's way more than in America because I guess I just I know the patterns enough in America and I know the language, obviously. And I know if, I'm from the South. I understand the proverbial, oh, bless your heart. I understand that. I've seen that enough. That's in the zeitgeist. Like even people outside of the South will kind of know about that. So I'm used to that. I know that. But over here, I also know that I know they can do stuff like that here. I know I actually think that's a big thing here, is saying shit like that. Is saying one thing in a nice way, but fucking. So I don't think that's what she was doing. I don't think that the Americana was made in a way that's small or whatever. I don't think she did anything. And I wish I had my prior videos where I talked about my fear specifically with her. Because every time she puts my coffee down, she does it so gently, like she's afraid of making a sound, afraid of me. And I tried to observe her when she did it with other people. I'm like, no, I think she does that with everybody. I think she does that with everybody. She's not worried. It's not me. It's not a me thing. Might not even be a her thing. Maybe she's just doing a polite. I don't know. I can't tell. So that's the end. That's the end of my video. I was super worried about it. I was super freaked out. I talked way more than I meant to about this one topic or one situation. There might be random things over here that I've got, maybe not. Maybe completely not even involved this, just some of the videos that I've taken while walking or something. Anyways, I hope that this works out. I hope that I can make a video after whatever. And the light is still on. It's great. That's great. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Okay, hi. Real quick. So I just want to say I've been back, and yeah, I don't. She wasn't upset with me. It was all in my head. It was just me being a crazy guy. But anyways, I do know she's not. She's not angry with me. I got another Americano at one point, and it was the same amount. And I think that's the normal amount. I think she just has really big cups. Uh, and I feel a little bit silly. But I always kind of like, I always knew that there was a possibility that I was just being a silly dude and over analyzing. Like I'm very aware that I have that ability to do that, that I can do that. Okay. Anyways, bye bye. Bye bye.